Slav defense, modern, Alapin variation, Czech, Krause attack, 6, Nbd7 7.nxc4. Sharp a back and forth game where both players had chances. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. The middle game battle was fairly even. The ready is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn. d5 occupies the center and controls the e4 and c4 squares. The d4 square controls the e5 and c5 squares and establishes a solid center. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. c4 gains space on the queen side, prepares to develop the knight to c3, and invites black to give up control of the e4 square after dxc4. When c6 is played, the d5 pawn is supported and the queen can grow on the queen side. c3 attacks the d5 square and starts to fight for the e4 square. dxc4 captures the c4 pawn and opens up the center. a4 stops the b7-b5 advance, which would have allowed black to keep the c4 pawn. bf5 develops the bishop and controls the e4 square. ne5 places the knight on an active center square where it attacks the c4 pawn and the f7 pawn. Nbd7 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the knight on e5 and defends the knight on f6. nxc4 captures the c4 pawn and places the knight on an active square where it controls the e5, d6, and b6 squares. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This moves the knight to safety. This threatens to kick a knight. This stops the opponent from being able to kick a knight. It is the last book move. That's fine. It is good. This prepares the bishop for development. This threatens to pin a knight to the king. It is good. This threatens to win a bishop. This prevents the opponent from being able to pin a knight to the king. It is best. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop. It is best. This strikes the opponent's bishop. It is ideal. This moves the bishop to safety. It is best. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is ideal. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. It is excellent. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. By doing this, a queen moves off of its beginning square and into the action. That's good. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. There was only one good move there. This misses an opportunity to take an outpost with a bishop. It is a mistake. This allows the opponent to take an outpost with a bishop. It is a miss. This overlooks an opportunity to take an outpost with a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. This turns the pawn into a passed pawn, which means no other pawn may oppose it as it advances. It is ideal. The bishop now occupies an outpost, a secure square in the opponent's territory. It is best. The king no longer has casting privileges. There was only one move that was effective, and this wasn't it? It is incorrect. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This ignores an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. This allows the opponent to kick a knight. It is a mistake. Backs off. This poses a knight-winning threat. It is ideal. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This threatens to take an outpost with a knight. It is best. This misses a chance to threaten a queen and gain tempo. It is incorrect. Black was formerly in a better position, but today white is the victor. It is incorrect. This threatens to reveal an attack on a queen while also checking the king. It is a mistake. This prevents the opponent from being able to reveal an attack on a queen while also checking the king. It is good. This leads to losing material. There was only one good move in that position. It is a blunder. Recaptures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. This blocks the attack on a bishop that could have been captured. This is the only good move. It is a great move. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. It is a mistake. This misses a better way to develop a rook off its starting square. It is an inaccuracy. There was only one good move there. This overlooks an opportunity to take an outpost with a knight. It is a mistake. This threatens to reveal an attack on a queen. It is a miss. This threatens to take an open file with a rook. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? This ignores an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. It is a miss. This develops a rook off its starting square, getting it into the action. This stops the opponent from being able to take an open file with the rook. It is best. This loses a pawn. This allows the opponent to reveal an attack on a rook. It is a mistake. There was only one good move in that position. This misses an opportunity to reveal an attack on a rook. It is a miss. This leads to losing a pawn. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is a mistake. Thus, a bishop is lost. It is a mistake. That was a truly amazing move. This is the only good move. This took advantage of a mistake and black now has a winning advantage. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is brilliant. This removes the attacking rook. It is best. Sharp a back and forth game where both players had chances. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. The middle game battle was fairly even. This reveals an attack on a pawn. It is best. Sharp a back and forth game where both players had chances. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. The middle game battle was fairly even.